Welcome everybody. This is episode 22 of the PokeGuardian Podcast, and it's a special one today. We're going to be doing almost a best of the year moments for us personally. So I'm Taj, as you guys probably know, the host of PokeGuardian Podcast, along with Zakariya.
Hello everyone, welcome to this podcast episode, the last of 2021.
Yeah, the last of the year, and we're hoping to go through a lot of our sort of favourite moments of the year, things that we liked, anything TCG related that's come out in Pokemon in 2021. We're going to sort of just go through our favourites, essentially. So we're going to start with our collecting goals of 2021. Obviously, we came into the year, both of us have collections of certain cards and certain things that we wanted to achieve in 2021, and we made some inroads into that. I mean, my personal one coming into the year, one of them was to complete the Shiny Star V Master Set. So it's the first time I decided ever that I'm going to complete a Master Set in Japanese, i.e. all the secret cards, every single mirror card as well. And I managed to do that with Shiny Star V. I could have picked an easier set. You know, this is probably the biggest set in history. When you count the mirror foils as well, even without the mirror foils, the biggest set in history in Japan ever. And I decided to master set it. It was huge. I just about fit it into 12-page zip folio, so 480 card pocket zip folio, which was some feat. And that's obviously including, like, there was a Crobat promo and stuff as well. And you had the insert, I think there were 24 insert cards as well that came with it for the Sword and Shield game.
Yeah, these were video game codes, something like that.
Yeah. So I had those in there as well. And then my second goal was to complete my and maintain my full art supporter master set. So I managed to complete the English one. And I've stayed on top of it all year, so I'm still at 100% now after Fusion Strike. So I've managed to maintain that. And my Japanese set, again, was to keep it as close to 100% as I could. There were a few that I was missing that I'm still missing, obviously, in Japanese, which are unobtainable from a financial point of view. Yeah. But Mask Royal, for example, the Giovanni and the Here Comes Team Rocket from the Rocket briefcase, Lily from Battle Boost GX.
Very expensive now.
Yeah, very expensive card. And the Lily and Acerola promos, which I've got in Chinese language, in Hong Kong Taiwanese, but not in Japanese. So that's where it should be. So those were my personal collecting goals, and I'm glad I've stayed on top of them as such. Zakariya, what were yours for the year?
Yeah, by the way, those Chinese extra battle day promos, Lily and Acerola, these are quite expensive now. In Chinese as well. So
I know. I've framed my Acerola. Nice. Here she is, in my Mew Pokemon Center Japan frame. But yeah, nice. You're right. I was looking at the prices recently because one of my friends in Japan, she was trying to obtain the Acerola, and she was telling me how much they were going for, and I was like, wow, okay. I got very lucky getting that for the price I did.
Yeah, and it's the same texturing, same print facility as in Japan. Yep. So the only difference is the back. It's blue, the international one. Yep. And the language is Mandarin, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So traditional Chinese, not Japanese. But very nice cards indeed. Yeah, going to my collecting goals in 2021, I've completed my Tomokazu Komiya collection, which is very nice. And the pickup of the year for me, and why it was completed in the first place, it was the New Year's present fan club promo.
Absolutely awesome card.
Very difficult promo to get, quite rare. The way I got it, it was just as important and grateful for me. I've got it via Tuan Lei. Some of you might know them from PokeGuardian, but he's found it a nice deal. He helped me getting this card. I almost had given up getting this card, so that was very nice. That was the only card in terms of artwork that was missing. But it wasn't a regular size card, so no big. It wasn't a huge issue, but now I can happily sleep knowing I completed my favorite artist collection. Yeah, very nice. I really like it. again, thank you for Tuanle for that. If you are listening, I really appreciate it. Other collection goals, I completed all Umbreon and Espeon E-Series cards. So the ones from Aquapolis, Expedition from Espeon, what more, Aquapolis, Skyridge. The Umbreon Skyridge Holo is very, very expensive. Luckily, I found a decent one. Of course, it wasn't mint, but for an albino collection, I can live with a few scratches, a little bit of whitening. But yeah, I'm very, I'm very happy with that. Again, if you completed everything and you it's presented in a page, it looks so nice.
Yeah,
I have to be honest, and both English and Japanese as well, by the way. So bilingual. Again, so nice. If you ever have the chance, of course, I'm collecting them since 2017. But if you ever have the chance of collecting such cards, e-rare cards, they look so nice together from your favorite Pokemon. But again, if there's anything I do regret not picking up, it was the Espeon and Umbreon Gold Star promos in English. Those are very, very expensive. Even at the time of 2017, I was a student at the time. Didn't have the money to afford them in the first place. I could have, but otherwise I would be living on some noodles and very cheap food. Wasn't the thing that was going to going to do for me. But yeah, that's all my collecting goals for this year. So
some awesome goals, and that Komiya collection is absolutely stunning. And I am jealous on that Umbreon and Espeon collection as well, I have to say. Very, very nice collection. So that's our collecting goals, just to summarize on that. And then let's move on to our personal moments, sort of like our favorite personal moments of the year and how that went. And mine, I have to say, I've got a few. One of them was obviously I got to go to a sort of a Pokemon event because of the last 2 years. It's been very difficult, obviously, with the pandemic going on. Things haven't been where they should be. We were meant to have Pokemon Worlds in the UK. We didn't have it. We never got to meet people. Yeah. And, other things as well where potentially I could have met up with other fellow Pokemon people. But I ended up going to the concession for Pokemon concession in Harrods. Very small concession store. Not much there, but it was a really nice Pokemon-themed little area which they had for, I think it was a 12-week period. We covered it on PokeGuardian. Exactly. We had an article on there, and obviously I did a walkthrough video as well.
Yes.
But it was really nice little, something Pokemon related for us to go to. I mean, the last thing we had really here in the UK was a Pokemon Centre that when it opened for the launch of Sword and Shield video game in the UK. So that was really good. Another thing for me was probably pulling Sylveon VMAX special art from a loose EV Heroes pack that one of our friends, SO Resistance, sent to me. I was just shocked when I pulled that. That was off camera as well. And I was like, oh my gosh. Absolutely stunning card. And I was so happy to pull that. As well as, I pulled a few good full art supporters as well for my collection this year. I pulled Shauna. Gloria just last week.
Exactly. Yes, famous climax.
So Ace the Roller as well. So yeah, I've pulled a good few of those full art supporters as well. But talking about full art supporters, I did pull Gordy several times on in EV Heroes. I think my first 3 boxes of EV Heroes were essentially Gordys, and it got to a point where I became a bit of a meme, and I really spun that into a joke, and I think everyone now associates Gordy pulls with myself. We use a hashtag which a lot of other people use who are Gordy fans, Gordy Gang, hashtag Gordy Gang.
Gordy Gang.
And I actually made such a joke of it. I actually completed a full page of Gordy full arts for my folder. So I got a 9-page of Gordy full arts just to keep the sort of joke going. So that was a lot of fun. I also got my first PSA submission back. I sent loads of cards, but I sent 3 cards as express cards, and I got those back, which I've got just here. So I was very happy to get my first PSA submission back. They were all the same card. Charizard, shiny Charizard V's I personally pulled from Champions Path. Not the best set in the world, but
Yeah.
this one,
Yep.
I got 2 9s, and this one was a 10.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Very, very happy with that. So I've
Took a
got
while,
all 3. Sorry?
It took a while, though.
It took a long time. So I sent them off October last year, and it literally took a year for them to come back. And my other submissions I sent at the same time are still there. So I've got 3 of them here.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Very happy to have those. My first ever submission. So, that's going to be something special for me. And hopefully the rest of them I sent will come back fairly good as well. I did send a full set of all the shiny cards, including the promos from Shining Legends in as well. So fingers crossed I get some good grades on those.
Let's hope.
I know 1 or 2 of them weren't great, but some of them were looking quite positive with the pre-grades.
Was it the English or Japanese version?
English. I said the English version, yeah. So
that is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, exactly. The Japanese, I've got 1 set, but I didn't want to grade it. I wanted to keep it with my master set of Japanese set, and I had a duplicate set. I'd literally acquired 2 of each of the Shining cards from Shining Legends in English, so I picked the best ones, and I sent them in and kept the others, so then I've got a complete set as well. But that was my sort of highlights of the year, really. Zakariya, your personal moments.
Yeah, those were great moments for you, except for the Gordy. But I think in a few years we'll happily. No, actually not. But we will. Speaking of Gordy, I did pull one in my EV Heroes books, the first one.
Yep.
A few minutes before that, I said, it would be, I wouldn't like to pull Gordy and this and that. And, after seeing your pulls, I would, will I deserve a Gordy or not? I did not make fun of people. So, but in the end, I got a Gordy. However, on a second box of EV Heroes, I got a Cupcake Sylveon V special art, and I was very happy. Otherwise, my EV Heroes would end in a misery.
Yeah.
I did at the time. I did obtain a Evolutions special set at retail from indeed very nice friends at the time, and even the VMAX special set. So again, via a friend in Japan, which I helped before, during February, something like that. So here, if you can buy stuff from eBay or indeed, buy stuff via proxy services. But my advice is, make friends, help them out. They will help you out, if they want to. Of course, you can't force them. That's the awesome thing about being in a Pokemon community, help each other out, make friends internationally, and I think that's very awesome as well. My other favorite personal moments, I pulled a Rayquaza VMAX special art in English from Evolving Skies, literally a few seconds before I was opening the pack. I mentioned I did not like the artwork of Rayquaza VMAX special art. And then, hey, there's one. It funded my Umbreon VMAX special art, which I was very happy with because I didn't pull one. Why I didn't pull one, I don't know. But beforehand, I pulled Sylveon VMAX special art, Leafeon VMAX special art, and Glaceon VMAX special art. So, but no Umbreon. Okay, it was fun. But again, that was very. I don't mind. It could have been far more worse. I could have gotten a very different special arts like Duraludon or something like that, which I absolutely don't want. I think that's even worse than Rayquaza VMAX special arts. Don't get me wrong, but special arts are still nice, but I don't want Duraludon.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything in that artwork compared to the VMAX Climax one with the Raihan.
Yeah.
So there was Evolving Skies. I pulled a few months before that, which was Jetpack Poltergeist. The first pack, I pulled the Caitlyn SR. Then I think 2 or 3 packs later, within 4 packs, I pulled Shadow Violet Calyrex VMAX in the same box. That was one of the most crazy moments in this year for me, because those 2 cards I wanted from the whole set. I was not purchasing Shadow Rider Calyrex because it was 20,000 yen at the time. It still is, I think. Same with the other one, the Ice Rider. And I think that's insane for a card like that. Of course, it's playable, but it is a lot of money, 20,000 plus yen for a special art. And it's not an evolution as well, so that's also a thing. But I was very happy nonetheless. I completed the set. And it was funny because Brage Gaming at the time was also watching the stream. He said, I think we've covered that in a few previous podcast episode. He left for a few minutes. He came back. I had 2 of these cards laying on my table. That's my set for you. The last one is Dream League. It was almost a year ago. It was in January. It was in stock at Amazon Japan for retail price, essentially, by Amazon shipped directly. I pulled a Solgaleo Lunana Super Rare. Then I pulled the Hyper Rare version in the same box. So that was unreal for me because those 2 cons...
That was an awesome box.
Yeah. I was laughing hysterically because it was something to be hysterical about if you care about Lily, which I do. Those 2 were my favorite cards of the set. I also pulled a Mimikyu and a Pikachu character rare from the set, from the same box, which are, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the most expensive character rares from the set. That was a very nice box. I think those were my favorite personal moments from this year. Not knowing anything else from the top of my head. But I think I'm very happy with that.
Some amazing moments there. Yeah, and you really did get lucky with some of those. But I think we all did. I think sort of a group of friends between us, and there's been several times where one of us has walked off on stream or something and come back, and the others pulled something crazy. It's happened quite a few times between us. It's almost lucky for one of us to go leave the room for a few minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, not mentioning I pulled Blaziken and Special Art VMAX from a box. Even VMAX Climax I got in the third box. I think second box, sorry. I got a Lola friend, not a Lola, Galar Friends from one box. That's the card I wanted, and I got one, I think, in a couple of boxes. I am finished with VMAX Climax because all the singles are, they are bottom priced.
Yeah, they're affordable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Most of them.
Very affordable.
Yeah, so it's definitely I mean, talking about Galar Friends, I've got it just here. I had to purchase this card because again, it was I've opened 9 boxes now and I haven't pulled one of them. But I needed to get it, and I missed out on the stream where Kado Collectibles had done. We're doing a sort of opening and selling immediately. Yeah. And I was like F5ing that page. I had it open from before the stream, and I was pressing F5, and somebody beat me to it, so I never even got a chance to get it. But then I picked this up for cheaper than what it would have been on there, so I'm very happy with that. So let's talk about our favourite sets of the year now, shall we? So Japanese set of the year. I think it's a very, very easy choice
very easy.
For both of us. Yeah. It's got to be the high class set, hasn't it? VMAX Climax.
Yeah, no discussion. I think that's the best set of the year for Japan. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, high class sets always do it for me. They always have the best playable cards of the year. They have sort of the best Vs, VMAXs, and then you have a nice twist at the end as well. That's in the secret card slots. And this year, oh my gosh, Chef's Kiss. Yes. They brought back our favorite type of card, character rares. My absolute favorite type of card, and I was over the moon. 28 character rares, 42 new character secret rares, which were VMAX character rares with texture on the cards as well. Added a nice twist to it. And 23 full art supporters in that set as well.
Insanity.
Yeah. I've still got to pick up quite a few of those. I think I've got about 10 so far. I'm waiting for the prices to bottom out, before I commit to buying the rest of them. I just need somebody to sell me their Galar Gym Leader God Pack.
Hopefully, let's hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, definitely VMAX Climax for me, as I just highlighted. I mean, was there any other reason why you picked VMAX Climax other than anything we highlighted?
Yeah, it was Dream League,
Yeah.
which is, in my opinion, one of the best sets from Sun and Moon generation, and then on steroids, essentially. There's no 3D stuff in there. There are no item gold cards in there, which is debatable, but I don't like them. I don't like pulling them from a box. It felt like, a celebration of art, and I think it is. It shows certain key moments of Galar, Sonia, going on a bicycle, trying to capture Galarian Zapdos, which is a moment in the game. Victor, with I think Calyrex, this and that, Peonia, or Peony. I always mix those two as Peony. Yeah. And Mustard and Gloria, and all captured in those moments. And that's not even talking about some of the the more generic ones. And even these look stunning. Even the worst card, some people think it is the, what's it called? The Orbital V&V Max with Bugsy. Even that card is way nicer than some of the cards from Shiny Star V.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So if that's the worst card, yeah, that's so nice. And I don't care about the prices. That if you buy a VMAX Climax to make profit, then you are looking at the wrong set. For now, at least. The singles are so bottomed out on the market. I think they even tried to raise the price a bit so they can sell boxes, because the card shops are almost losing out on money on singles instead of selling a fixed price of VMAX Climax. So cheap are some of the cards. But again, there's not much to add. There are, again, how much? 100 or something like CSR and gold cards and supporter cards in there. I think like 20.
Yep.
There's something for everyone in this set. No question.
Yeah, and I love the fact they've dropped the rainbow rares, which was fantastic.
Yes.
The only thing I don't like about the set is the gold cards, the gold and black and gold. Some people love them, but for me, it just looks like somebody's used a glitter pen on a chalkboard. It's just not appealing to me. I don't know. You know, some people like them because they're ultra rare, so the rarity is a bit higher. They're thinking, long term, they might have some value. But for me, from an aesthetic point of view, I'm purely in it for the artwork. As you say, I've opened 9 boxes. I haven't opened them to make money. I've opened them for the thrill of opening them, because I know no matter which CSR I go, which CHR I get, they're all stunning artworks, and it's just a joy to pull them. And I've doubled up on a couple. Luckily, one of them was Mimikyu VMAX, which I was very happy with.
It's a very nice card.
But it's a really, really great set. Close second, we both discussed this before as well. Our close second, obviously the high class set's going to take it if it's a good set, and it was this year. Eevee Heroes was a very close second. Now, do you want to discuss why you like Eevee Heroes as,
Yeah, of course. Just coming back to the gold cards for VMAX Climax, I don't mind them because they are not guaranteed. CSR cards are guaranteed in a box, and that's why it's such a great set. You are guaranteed at least minimum.
The gold cards don't take away your hit slot, so
exactly.
You're right. It's a bonus.
It's a bonus. So if you don't like the gold cards, no, okay, but still got your CSR card and your CHR card. So that's why I think it's at least the best set of the year, because you always win essentially.
Absolutely.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Eevee Heroes.
Yes.
It's a close second. Why? Look at the artwork. There are a few downsides to that. Indeed, like you said, you can pull Gordy SR. You can, I think, as a gold shake or something like that. You have gold item cards, and at the time when they revealed it, it had, I think it still has, as a regular set, the most special arts in one set.
Yep.
Every Evolution V got a special art. The VMAX cards, there were Umbreon, Leafeon, Sylveon, and Glaceon VMAX special art. The other 4 were just distributed as promos. Those, again, look at the artwork. I can understand why the hype, the FOMO, all the everywhere internationally was so much into EV Heroes. Even myself, I overpaid for Umbreon VMAX special art, and I don't regret it because look at the card. If you hold it in your hands, for example, speaking of the Umbreon special art VMAX, that card compared to the EV Heroes, night and day. Sorry for the pun. But they have made excellent use of it's not a sort of kind of Aurora-like sky. And then the VMAX Hyper Rares have glitter on there. So that's excellent. It's like a galaxy on there. And the moon is, again, very prominent, but not overtaking the artwork. And the texturing is just, I think, it's the next level. It is absolutely stunning. And I can understand why it's currently even, I think, 35,000 yen in Japan. So way much more than the English variant version. Again, so nice. It has not... The worst you can get is Evolution V cards. Yeah. Is there anything, sorry, but if you don't like Evolutions, then don't buy the set. If you are anything, if you like anything of those Evolutions, you almost win.
Yeah.
It is. I have no words for this set. I was absolutely, when I saw this trademarked, I thought, oh no. Yeah, when the sell sheet was revealed, no, this is going to be a very crazy ride. And when it was revealed, sadly it leaked, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago before that. Even the regular, that's a downside. The V cards were 3D. I had expected all cards to be in some way to be hand drawn, which they still do for some V cards. Which again, it was better than some of the regular 3D because they used some kind of cell shading techniques, which looked, in my opinion, will age nicer. Similar to Zelda, the Wind Waker, this and that. Even today, it looks quite nice with the cell shading. VMAX, Umbreon, and Sylveon, they got hand-drawn artwork, which is, again, I like the regular VMAX Umbreon better than the Hyper Rare and not special art, but they complement each other so nicely. Same with the Sylveon. Again, and again, these are so cheap as well. You can pick them up for like 250 yen, the VMAX Climax, and I think Sylveon for 100 yen, the 2 VMAXs, But yeah, that's all about it. I think we discussed EV Heroes in our podcast, a whole episode dedicated to it during the launch weekend. But again, that's my number 2. If it's not a high-class set, that's my number 1 pick.
Yeah, definitely. And echoing what you've just said, I think one of the really strange things about this set is I think Pokemon Company Japan knew that this was going to be huge as well, because the sell sheets came out so early for this set. Unprecedented how early the sell sheets went to stores.
Exactly.
To get their pre-orders in, because of that, it got leaked internationally. International followers who didn't really understand how cards from Japan come to the international market got hyped and wanted to get the Japanese set because they didn't know if it was going to come in English or not. Were they thinking, is it like a PokeCune type thing? Is it going to come in English? Is it going to be a subset? Is it not? So people went mad for it. And I think it introduced a lot of people to Japanese cards and sets as well.
Yeah.
But the set was absolutely phenomenal. It was themed around this town. In most of the cards you can see as themed around a particular oceanside town or seasided town. there's a Rayquaza cameo in the Eevee card,
Yes.
which was a sort of foresight into the next set coming out. The special arts were stunning, absolutely beautiful. How many special arts we had, and it was a really, really nice set overall.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think if you're into evolutions, everyone's got a favorite evolution.
Exactly.
You know, so there's something for everyone in that set. So absolutely, I really enjoyed it. Eevee Heroes was definitely my best main set, which wasn't a high class set for the year in Japan. And following on from that, best English set of the year, we've both again gone for Evolving Skies.
Yeah. For the same reasons as Eevee Heroes, essentially.
Absolutely.
That set carried Evolving Skies, essentially.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And obviously you've got the next set in as well, which is Blue Sky Stream and Towering Skyscraping Perfect. That was it.
Yes.
Over into the English set. So we got quite a few special arts in that set. Lots of full art supporters. Some great evolution special arts. Absolutely stellar set. Close second was Celebrations.
Yeah.
I think Celebrations really surprised me. I thought it was going to be pants. I thought it was going to be rubbish. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, okay, they've really thought about this. So the main set itself had legendary pairings, and the artwork was done by the same artists for each generation of legendary pairings, which I thought was really good. The way they did
Very
that,
nice indeed.
How those artworks really complemented each other. So you had, Groudon Kyogre, you had Reshiram Zekrom.
Yes.
It was really nice how they'd got the same artist to do the same pairings. And then obviously then you had the Classic Collection, which are the secret cards. You know, again, there's some picks we use. Now, Pokemon Japan did a good job of explaining why each card was chosen.
Yeah.
But you look at the choices and you're like,
questionable.
Xerneas EX, you picked it because it was the first fairy type EX card. It's like, does anyone really want to pull a Xerneas EX as their Classic Collection card? Yeah, nice card, but there are a lot better choices out there. And there's definitely a card which I know you and myself were a bit upset was not included in that set.
It is what it is.
But the fans should know which card that is, but you can tell them if you want.
I'm very displeased almost that Neo Genesis Lugia was not in this Classic Collection in favor of Cleffa, probably. Again, no disrespect to Cleffa. It had, again, one of the most playable cards at the time, comparatively. I think the artwork looks very cute, but they could have done something about it, and we've discussed it in one of our celebrations podcasts. This set should have been 25 competitive Hall of Fame cards, 25 classic collectible cards, and 25 conceptual cards like the Lance Charizard V and this and that and Dark Sylveon, which in my opinion are the absolute winners of the set. The Light Toxtricity, this and that, the Mimikyu, that species. Those are, I think, the best ones because they are not reprints. They are truly original cards. Some are reimagined, some are totally new. Green and Gold Star, I think that's one of the best cards of the whole anniversary from that set. And funnily enough, we still don't have them in Japan.
That's true. Yeah,
they still have not announced or revealed any of them, which is, in my opinion, very, very insane. We are almost ending the anniversary in February, and there are no announcements, or it's a radio silence. And that's why, in my opinion, the products of Celebrations won compared to Japan. Japan, I think, speaking of Japan, their anniversary, it was very... they hold back a lot. It's my opinion about it. Compared to the 20th anniversary, I had the feeling there was so much less revealed. They had the stamp box and this and that, but we'll discuss that in a few, in a couple of moments later. But it could have been much more. I don't know if it's due to the global pandemic, maybe less resources. Maybe they have put more resources in reprinting the sets that everyone wanted, because we have to understand Japan is still at an all-time high over there. Now it's more easier to obtain. But for example, EV Heroes, for example, it was absolutely a mayhem. Nobody could obtain a box unless you knew some of the card shops in Japan. But I had not gotten an EV Heroes box at a store. I got it via a friend. You got it probably via a friend as well.
Yeah.
The lotteries, nobody...
Had to fill in some favors to get that one for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. No one... it was first come, first serve in Pokemon Center Japan, first time, which is brought it to absolute oblivion.
It's carnage.
Yeah. There was a dark moment for the Pokemon Company Japan. They apologized twice, not once, but twice. Can you imagine? That's unprecedented. And then the lotteries, no one won the lotteries. So a lot of frustration. But going back to celebrations, sorry for going off topic. But yeah, the Japan version is cool. Not as good as the execution in English is better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know what? I think Pokemon Japan got a bit caught blindsided with the whole EV Heroes thing. And I think they sort of wanted to hold back a bit, maybe. With this set. And that's why, I mean, I don't think the whole promo thing was a good idea, because the promo packs, they are unfortunately searchable.
Yeah.
They are also, people buy the boxes, keep the promo packs, and sell the boxes. It wasn't it should have been in the set. Should have been box toppers or something in the box.
Exactly.
And kept it that way. But yeah, disappointing that that's the way it panned out. I think the best way, I think the Hong Kong Taiwanese way was fantastic, how they distributed it. With the promo, you know what promos you're getting with the products, and you're getting the set in there that you got in Japan as well. But that was that.
Agreed. Yeah.
But yeah, Celebrations, absolutely fantastic product. So we'll move on nicely now to the top 5 English products from our list. We'll start with those. Now, top of your list is the Marnie box, the Marnie milk carton, as we call it. And that was at the top of my list as well. Why don't you tell us why you like it so much first?
One, the value. You get 3 signed Marnie promo cards. You get 1 full art Marnie that was removed from Shining Fates, from Shining Star V in there. That card in Japan is the most valuable card of the set. So the value already is there. On top of that, you get an exclusive deck box with artwork of the smiling Marnie from the trainer collection, which is amazing. I like that more than a full art, if I'm allowed to say that, much more. You get an exclusive coin, which is the large version of the coin, which was, I think, released 1 year ago, was 1.5 years ago already, shown, released in S3A Legendary Heartbeat, the gym trainer box. Again, that's also very nice. Never seen before in English. What more, you get exclusive some magenta colored dice. What more? You
The
get
deck box was very nice as well. Very solid deck box.
yeah, it wasn't. It's a solid deck box, but not the best of quality deck box.
Yeah.
It was a little bit smaller.
Similar to what you would get for like the sort of 300, 400 yen ones in Japan Pokemon Center. Pretty much same quality. And the sleeves to go with it as well.
I wouldn't put my deck in there. I don't think it will hold the double sleeve decks. I think it will only hold single sleeved decks. I do recommend spending more indeed for proper equipment. But again, if you are at the Sunday or Saturday league, Pokemon League, who cares, So it is not about performance then. I think it's a nice show-off item. You also have sleeves, which I almost forgot, with the same artwork. So those items in there, the merchandise, along with 8 booster packs. And I think the selection is also very nice.
Yeah.
You get Chilling Reign, Vivid Voltage, Battle Styles, what more? Darkness Ablaze. These are very nice. They could have included Guardians Rising in there or something like that nobody really cares about. But they are standard format packs for I think $40 or $50 MSRP.
Yeah, I mean, we got it's £42.50 in the UK.
Yeah.
Which, when I saw the price and when I saw what we were getting, I was like, really? And luckily, I pre-ordered 4 and I got all 4.
Exactly.
So I was very lucky. And stunning value.
Amazing.
I think it's the best product of the year. One, from what you're getting.
Yes.
I'm glad they cut that full art supporter from Shining Fates.
In some way, yes.
when that Marnie Milk Carton came out, that card was 60,000 yen in Japan.
Yeah, insane.
At its peak, it was 60. Obviously, Shining Fates, Shiny Star V has had 5 reprints this year in Japan. One recently as well. Yeah. So the price has plummeted now. I think it's probably a 20,000 yen card now.
Something like that, yeah.
Around there. But at its peak, it was 60,000 yen.
Exactly.
Which is about £500, $600 US. And they were giving it in an English set, in a box, £42.50, $50 US with 8 packs, sleeves, a deck box, die, hello, and you got 3 of the smiling Marnie signed promos as well as a bonus. Wow.
Which is also like at the time, I think 8,000 yen a piece in Japan.
Yeah, it was. So crazy.
The value was there. The only issue is the supply chain issues bordered, the release. It was, I think it was delayed in my country. The Netherlands, I think they had so limited supply. Belgium had a lot of supply. I don't know for what reason. Game Mania shipped it from Belgium, not from the Netherlands. I got my orders. There's only one store that has not refunded my box. But again, I paid €40. I said, no, I'll wait for the future restocks. That's the only downside of this product. Massive hype. It again is inevitable. It got flipped for double MSRP at release because the promo already, like you said, was so insane. I don't think they will do it again anytime soon. However, for 2022, there's a similar product planned, which also mentions the same lineup: 1 full art trainer and 3 holo promos. Again, still a rumor, but it's listed from a real store. So I assume, again, take it with a grain of salt, take it however you want. It's not confirmed yet, but it probably has been from a distributor. And these don't tend to lie. Probably. But for next year, that there could be something coming. Why VMAX Climax has like 20 supporter cards in there and 10 Gala Gym leaders. There has been a trainer collection released this year with Nessa, Leon, Raihan, and B. So let it come. But this is, if I even above all the Japanese products, I dare to say that this is the number 1 product of the year. Yeah, hands down. I think without any question of a doubt, definitely my favorite product of the year. As well. Not much else to say about it, really. Yeah, fantastic quality, and from an ergonomical point of view, and from a packaging point of view. Very nice.
It was very compact, very small. People were complaining about how it looked like a milk carton. From me, considering what you got in there, usually you would get a box, huge box, that would take up so much plastic and dead space from a transportation point of view, from an ecological point of view, environmental point of view. Horrendous how they usually do it. This was like so much better. You could literally fit, where you'd fit 2 or 3 of those big cases, you could fit 25, 30 of these Marnie boxes. So really, really well packaged. Applaud the Pokemon Company for doing that, but unfortunately we haven't really seen much else after that. Which has imitated it. They're all getting bigger boxes again. Celebration saw quite large box sets again coming out. I have to say that the positive is what they're doing with tins now, where the inserts are now cardboard and not plastic. So that's a positive. So yeah, they are moving in the right direction as far as the environmental concerns are.
Yeah, and what I want to add about this product isn't really intended for kids. This is called the Marnie Premium Tournament Collection. These are more meant for the seasoned players and collectors, if I assume so. Again, like you said, these aren't hugely displayed, and probably for that same reason, they don't have to. The people already know what's inside of them. The kids, like you said, the Pokemon Come International, if I'm correct, they don't have to ship. They don't have to pay for volume, but the sizes, but they have to pay for the weight when shipping these containers, if I'm not mistaken. So they can make them as big as they want. And for kids, these are huge when they see them in toy stores and other all Pokemon.
And more importantly, for the parents, they look more substantial, don't they? If they're bigger boxes. So.
They can't miss them. They have 4 packs in them, massive jumbo, and for $20, $30. These are one of the V boxes are for that reason one of the most popular products. Even local game stores I talk with, these go hard.
Yeah.
These sell hard. And that's why, again, Marnie Premium Tournament Collection, from that point of view, not really meant for kids. People want those Marnie promos, and they got what they want. And it, again, like you said, logistically and economically, absolutely nice. Same with the toolkit, by the way, the Trainer's Toolkit.
Yep.
Yeah, I've spoken to that last year when the first one launched. All of them were still on the shelf because, again, there was no Pikachu on there. It's a black product with a Pokeball on there. It is not meant for kids. Let's be honest, or not the ones that are casual collectors. They don't know there's a Dedenne in there. It's just a competitive product for people that need those cards. The Dedenne, same with the Crobat and the Toolkit, the second version. It is not meant for kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Moving on to your number 2, which was also my number 2. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Evolution, VMAX, Premium Collection. The collection boxes, sorry. Absolutely stunning. So now again, it doesn't surprise us. We saw, so just to give everyone a bit of context, in Japan, they omitted Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon's VMAX special arts from EV Heroes. So you didn't get those in the set. They were given out in a special tournament, which was online only. It's lottery, wasn't it? It was a lottery.
Yes.
It was a lottery, yes, sorry. Given out in a lottery, very limited number. So the price for them were ridiculously through the roof. Traditionally, when they do tournament lottery cards like this, you wouldn't see them outside of Japan.
Yeah.
But we had Charizard last year give us an inkling that tradition has gone out the window. And yeah, when these products were announced, we were like, what? Not only did they do that, but they omitted the V special arts from Evolving Skies.
Yeah.
Evolving Skies. They omitted them from Evolving Skies, and they've put them in these boxes as well. So this is a fantastic, very, very good product. $35 I think each box retails for.
Something like $40, something like
£35 I think it was. Yeah. Wow. For £105, for $120, you are getting 6 insane special art cards.
Yeah.
Where you'd be more than happy, a lot of people would be more than happy to pay that for just one of them.
Exactly.
Fantastic value products as far as I'm concerned. And the pack selection in there is really good as well. And you get the pin badge, I think, as well.
Yep, you get, I think, the pin, indeed, and the coin is US, North American exclusive.
Yeah,
I think the European version only have the pin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. So, very nice product indeed. And is a jumbo version of the card as well?
Yeah, the VMAX Special Art has a jumbo version. That's, again, adding up to the value. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people probably want as well, to display. But
imagine having all 3 of those in a nice big frame.
Yeah, come on.
displayed. Come on, all 3 original evolutions.
Yeah.
Framed up, special arts, VMAX, looking stunning on your wall. Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of Japanese collectors will be very jealous. I think that they were jealous at the time. They still are. Again, coming back to that, there are only 3,000 promos of that, the VMAXs special art distributed in Japan. Again, which is not terribly rare, but also still rare for the whole world.
Yeah.
So good luck. I think these are like €1,000 a piece right now in Japan, which is, again, in my opinion, quite reasonable priced, considering these are the missing promos for some evolution special arts in Japan. So some people in Japan, they can afford such cards. They will absolutely want them, no matter how much the price is, and they will get them to complete their set. And in English collectors, we can complete it on a budget essentially now.
Yes.
So I am very happy. I pre-ordered all of them. Sadly, it got delayed for me in the Benelux, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. I think the UK, it also got delayed to...
I think it's delayed till January here.
Q1, something like that.
Yeah, sometime in the new year.
So that's the only downside. It released in North America, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it has. Pokemon Center USA has shipped them out to people. People have got them in hand.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So supply chain issues, that's inevitable, sadly. But yeah, coming back, this is so insane. I have never imagined, I did imagine they would come in boxes, but at the time before Evolving Skies, the set list was revealed, I did not imagine they would contain both special arts in there for that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is I've never seen that before. Again, this is quite new, but the most similar thing they did was the tag team premium collection, something like that, with the Espeon and Espeon and Deoxys special art and
Darkrai
Umbreon, indeed, the tag team powers collection, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That was the closest thing. And what else? The Charizard and Braixen and the Venusaur Snivy premium collection. I'm not sure what's it called again.
Yeah.
But that also was a similar product. That is, again, these are winners of a product. I dare to say almost better than the Marnie Premium Tournament collection. However, the Marnie, again, is so. It was the chase card of Shiny Star V. It got removed to be released with other products that also are quite expensive, in my opinion, in one box for under $50. And that is so. They won't do that anytime soon again. They will do probably next year one, but that will be their hit year, the hit product of the year, essentially.
Definitely.
Yeah, but it's a very nice product. The Eevee Heroes, the Eevee Evolution Premium box.
Absolutely. Your next one. So I think I just try to be a bit different from you when we went down this list. So your next one is the Celebrations Pikachu VMAX Premium Collection. So I'm assuming, that's the one with
the big chunky boy. Yes,
chunky boy here. This, I have to say, this is one amazing figure.
Yeah, nice.
It's a premium quality figure, I have to say. Very happy with this. Most people pay good money just for that.
100%.
So talk us through it.
Yeah, it has a big chunky boy in the display. This was a little bit tricky to get for some people. These were not as widely available as every product, and I doubt these will get massively reprinted because of the production in China. These are not easily produced. I can assume there are some quality control issues some have experienced, which is a shame, but again, inevitable with such a massive mass product, massive scale product. But again, I think this is one of the most valuable products of Celebrations. It contained exclusive artwork of Pikachu V with the Hyogonosuke art on there. The big hugging Pikachu VMAX, which is which
Pika
was
Pika
revealed.
promo, wasn't it?
Indeed, the Pika Pika event. No, not event. What is it called again? It
It's
was a
promo
campaign,
packs.
promo
Yeah, it's
campaign, indeed.
Yeah.
And that was, I think that promo was still like 10 or 18,000 yen in Japan.
Yep.
And it is quite hard to get right now. A lot of, like you said, these packs are searchable. So even you experience that, sadly.
Yes.
How many packs? 50 packs?
80 packs I opened, and not a single Pikachu VMAX. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. But that was available in English. So there was a huge value in that box.
Yeah.
I think that almost that's the number 3. In terms of, I like the figure, you get amazing value out of that. If you don't like the figure, again, then it's not your top 3. But again, I like this product so much because of the product. If you want a promo, the Electronium box, slight spoiler, is the number is an honorable mention for me because of the promo card. But it all had packs.
Yeah.
And for these kind of celebratory products, you want something to remember. That's the whole huge figure. It I think it's like 50 or 80 grams. It truly has some weight. So
definitely it's a chunky figure.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's my number. 3.
Yeah, I mean, I went with my number 3 to be slightly different. I actually went with a V-Union collection simply because of the fact that I love the fact that the English one was different from the Japanese.
Yeah.
You got the V-Union as a complete oversized card. The box looked really nice as well. It had a yellow plastic backdrop as well. There were 2 variations of it, one that came with a playmat, one that didn't.
Yeah.
And the prices were different for those as well. Mine personally came just before Christmas, so I got Nahal, my son, to open it as a Christmas Day present, and he loved opening it. And yeah, I was very impressed with the oversized card. So I had that down as my number 3, simply because of that, and just to be a bit different as well. Number 4 on your collection is Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection box. Yeah. I think that's fairly self-explanatory. It's a quality product.
It is a number 4 if you could obtain it if you still for MSRP. That is without question, because a lot people have seen it. It was for some people it was a terrible experience. But again, I could have pre-ordered it at the time without much trouble. So from my experience, this is a fantastic product, no question. If you could not obtain it for MSRP and you overpaid it, that is not so nice. Then it's not in my top 5. But at this price point, it has excellent value. I'm not a huge fan of the gold cards, the metal cards. Same with the gold cards in general.
Yeah.
But they are there, and that's the whole. I like the concept. I like the idea. It has a lot of nice accessories in there. Very nice product, and the whole way they presented the product as well. Top 4.
Yeah. It is. I love the way that they did the fold-out drawers, the chest, the really premium magnetic case. Very nice premium feel to it. Had the additional book in there as well, I think, didn't it? I
think so, yeah.
Which was a bit more detailed than the ETB book, which basically gave you a bit more in-depth about different mechanics like Delta species, etc., and Dark Pokemon and stuff. So that was really nice. My personal 4th choice is Build and Battle Stadium. Now, it was a bit of a niche product, came out of nowhere, really, and I think the pandemic probably brought it about more than anything because of pre-releases not being readily accessible. Pre-release kits, Build and Battle kits were being sold, and local game shops were being encouraged to sell them to their local patriots and let them play them at home because events weren't going on officially, and still in a lot of locations Play Pokemon events are cancelled and not going on at the moment. So Build and Battle, the Build and Battle Stadium was a great way for people to pretty much have a pre-release at home because it had everything in there that you needed. We didn't get them here in the UK, and we're going to get them next year with Brilliant Star. It's been officially released that we're getting them for Brilliant Star in the UK. but they trialed them for Evolving Skies, I think.
I think Evolving Skies, yes, it started
Was
with
the first one
yeah.
in the USA. So really nice product. I think it's not for. I think for what it is, I like it as a product, and I think it's a nice product for them to continue with going forward, giving the people opportunity to try to do a pre-release at home. Essentially, it's a great way to do a sealed play at home tournament, and then you still got cards and promos that you can utilize.
Yeah, these will be sold at retail stores. So the generic stores, the toy stores will probably stock them. I've seen them listed at Game Mania. So again, this is indeed a better substitution for pre-release, to experience pre-releases essentially, indeed, with 2 players. Yeah,
absolutely. Nice. So that was my number 4. My number 5 was Ultra Premium Collection. Again, your number 4 choice. I think it's a fantastic product. Really quality. You got tons of packs in there. It was you got the gold metal cards, which there were quality issues on those, I think. I've seen cheaper knockoffs from China look better than those. But they were different. There was something unique. You got the nice little pin badge in there as well. Nice little product overall. So that was my number 5. Your number 5, Shining Fates, Shiny Crobat, and Dragapult boxes.
Yes. It felt like it has been 2 years ago since that product released. So much has happened this year, but it released during, I think, February and March.
Yeah, you're right.
But it happened. I think it got overshadowed by some of these insanely products from Celebrations, but it was there, and I think it was even widely available. You could get it at MSRP. It was being dumped essentially for, I think, 10% off, 50% off at the time when Shining Fates got reprinted and people got bored of it almost. I think they're very nice products. Shiny Crobat and Dragapult are nice shinies. They have other colors, I think Shiny Crobat is like my cap, a little magenta styled purple. Dragapult is a nice blue. Yeah, again, you get 2 shinies as well, both the V and V Max. I can see the value in there. Again, it's not much worth, but if you don't care about the money, again, the prices.
Playable cards as well, which is a thing. I think the Crobat V is super playable.
Still playable. Dragapult was playable. I think
at the time, it's very playable.
It is making comeback, if I'm not mistaken. I don't follow the competitive scene very closely, but they are indeed, like you say, quite playable. So very nice. Japan had the Shiny Crobat box. Last year, if I'm not mistaken. So that is very nice as well. So, very cool.
Absolutely. Cool products. Cool. Right, let's go over to... So that was our... so we got some honourable mentions here as well, actually.
Yeah.
So you've got a few here. So we got the Pikachu V Union box, which I discussed earlier on.
Same reason, indeed, like you said.
Yeah. Celebrations ETB is an honourable mention as well. Obviously, that Greninja Gold Star promo in there makes that a definitely good value box. I think it retail £10, $10 more than a regular ETB, but that's expected for a special set. You get more packs in it. You get 10 packs. So, it was excellent value product. And I think I opened like 3 of them. And I've obtained loads of Greninja Gold Star promos as well.
I can't blame you.
As I've gone along, Shining Fates tin.
Yeah, they got the shiny Bolton V, shiny Gossifleur. What was the called again? Not Gossifleur, but the cotton ball thing.
Not Whimsicott. It was Eldergloss.
Eldergloss, yes. Eldergloss. And what more again?
Crobat.
No, not Crobat.
Was the other one, wasn't it?
No.
Cramorant, sorry.
Cramorant, yes.
Yes, Cramorant. I always get that. Yeah, Cramorant.
the red curry powdered. I think the shiny was based off a meme that I think a bird was covered in, I think, like red stuff powder. I think it was curry powder, something like that.
That's right. It was based on a news story, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago, and people think it got based on that shiny. But besides that, again, for the price, you get a shiny card. How can you beat that?
Yeah. It's a great value product at the time, and definitely still worth getting. And then the V Union box. I'm assuming you're talking about like the Mewtwo V Union.
Yeah.
Excellent again.
For the price, you get 4 promos, which is 1 promo, Burnett promo. What more, you get the jumbo version of the V Union, which is exclusive to the English versions.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of value in there. Even if you don't play, the artwork is super nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Right, let's move on. Japan, your top 5 for Japan. So your number 1 is Eevee Heroes Evolution set.
Yeah. Again, if you could get it at MSRP, insane box. It has exclusive artwork. I think it was designed by Mari Inoue, which it was it got elected and selected in the Illustration Grand Prix with Eevee in the top 10 or something like that, top 50. And the funny thing is, she doesn't has illustrated one single card yet, but she has been commissioned for multiple products and even one sticker, which is the called Summer Pokemon card game. But yeah, it's very distinctive art style, very nice.
Yeah.
2 boxes of Eevee Heroes, and the cherry on top, Espeon VMAX special art, the big Espeon that is sleeping in that same town you mentioned.
Yeah.
Why? Why? It is. I have no words for it. This is, when I saw it first, when it got leaked, I was like, oh no. Oh no, I like it too much.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exclusively released in that box. Oh, I had FOMO at the time. Really, it was super nice product. Even the deck box and the sleeves are there with the same artwork. Super nice product. Again, if you could get it at MSRP, starting product, number 1 Japanese product for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I was not unfortunately able to get it MSRP, so I didn't get it. But it was one of those products that if I could, I've got it MSRP. That was a no-brainer. I would definitely have picked that one up. Absolutely, sure.
Funnily enough, the promo is still quite affordable, even right now, 10,000 yen.
Yeah, so I might just have to pick up the promo as a single
sooner than later.
Yeah, absolutely. My top product. I mean, I just put VMAX Climax as my top product.
Yeah.
Which I know is a set, but it was for me it was my top product. But second to that was the Japanese post stamp box, which you've put as your second choice as well.
Yeah.
Stunning product. Absolutely. When we saw these promos, we were like, are these real? Is this really happening? Are they going to release these as promos?
Future classic.
Yeah, 100%. Mitsuhiro Arita took his own style to 2 classic pieces of artwork, Japanese artwork, and put a Pokemon twist to them.
Yeah.
And they were released as promos. Very subtle looking, no flashy glitter pattern or anything on them. Very flat, very good tribute and respect the original artwork. And they looked very stunning. And they came in a nice presentation box with a full stamp set as well.
Super nice.
Very nice box. And it came with, I think it came with a starter box deck in there as well, didn't it? That they did.
To promote, indeed. It was meant to promote that product. It's named after the product as well.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was the stamps were originally from Japan, inspired of actual paintings from several hundred years ago. It is shown, displayed in actual museums in Japan, which adds up to the story. So it's a reimagining of a reimagining, essentially. that is so nice. Very iconic artwork, the stamps. But again, like I said, Arita doing a twist on there with Pokemon on there. It is absolutely a future classic, instant classic. Even now, this artwork will be in 5 years' time similar to the Munch, the screen promos.
Screen promos, definitely.
Super nice, based on real artwork. Absolutely, these are the promos I live for, essentially. I want them. I got it personally myself at MSRP. No, slightly above MSRP, but again, the way they distributed it was also quite weird, but very. You could only get it at if you submitted a lottery via a letter at the Japan post offices, and you could only obtain it at the actual nearest Japan post office.
Your nearest post office in person to pick it up.
And it got distributed, I think, first at a stamp exhibition or something like that. And that's how it first got released. But a lot of people got not tricked, but they were led to believe it was so much more worth than it really was. This was the first wave, very small wave. Then the actual wave came months later. And at release, it was available for close to MSRP. Now it is, it's like 18,000 yen or something like that. And I think still for those promos, if you can afford it, they are still nice. They will stand the test of time in terms of artwork. But these are not terribly rare. I think it's like 100,000, something like. I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, they said that they were going to print up to, I think, 100,000 and reprint if needed.
Exactly.
That was very vague about that, but yeah.
Yeah. But
no, absolutely. Great products, fantastic. The next, number 3 on both of our lists is the EV Heroes VMAX special set.
Yeah.
Again, great product. 8 packs we got, I think, in that, didn't we? 8 packs of EV Heroes.
Yes.
And it came with an EV VMAX promo pack.
Yep.
In which you would get one of the 4 EV Maxes. Yeah.
Yep.
So there was Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Espeon, which were omitted from the set. And the only way you can obtain them was by getting them through these packs. So
packs. Yeah.
And you got 3 mirror energies of the same color of the Pokemon that was included. Correct. So really nice product, great value as well. I think it was like 1,500 yen.
Yeah, it was very underpriced. Let's be honest about it.
Super underpriced for what it was. Great product. Yeah. We'd had a similar product the year before, which had exclusive. We had the Delmice VMAX, Promo Cramorant VMAX, Cinderace,
Pico.
Yeah, Morpeko. I think you're right. Yeah. Which was really popular as well. Nowhere near as popular as this one.
No,
but a great product. All the same. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's much else to say about it. It was just really, really good value product.
If you could get it at MSRP, even for double MSRP, I've probably gotten it. I do have one at MSRP, but even at double MSRP, it is still a nice product. But again, if you could get it at MSRP, absolutely. For that reason, that's number 3, because it was bought. It was resold for much more higher prices. But again, for that price point, super product. Yeah.
Your number 4, card frame display.
Yeah.
Which I've shown a couple of times already. You've got one there. I've got one. I've got a couple here as well.
I have it there. Yeah. For 1,200 yen, you have a very nice display. Without, they have some design issues, but that's not a worry for them. Because some of the English cuts don't fit into the displays. The borders are not cut as shaped as rounded as some of the Japanese cards, which are consistent in their print quality. But other than that, I think it's the best product, the merchandise of the year.
Yeah,
no question.
And I'll agree with you. I was put off with them originally because when I saw you tweeting about you trying to put a card in there and it wasn't fitting, and you were trying to put an English card in there, and I was like, oh, do I really want to get these? And then I got the Chinese, Taiwanese, Hong Kong versions of these products, which were with the Celebrations products essentially.
Yeah, you saw the quality.
Which were these, and I saw the quality of them, and I saw how well the cards fit in here, and I was like, well, wow. And then I managed to obtain the Japanese ones, and I've got all 6 of them, the Japanese ones, the Wave 1 and Wave 2. and they are such good quality products because
Very nice. Yeah.
the acrylic in there is thicker than a card. So there is a bit of space there when the card is in there. It doesn't get squashed
Exactly.
in there, which is a problem with some other frames you can get. The card fits in perfectly. There is a little bit of give either side. You can see slightly through. But yeah, it really is a nice finish and fantastic product. Yeah, definitely worth it if you can get it at MSRP.
Exactly.
100%. My fourth choice was a high-class deck Gengar VMAX, simply because of the fact that it brought something unique, which we hadn't seen in a while, to Japanese seal deck products. I think we had this once before in the XY set. Someone was mentioning.
Yeah, it was black and white. It was
black and white.
No, XY. It was the Dialga, the silver Dialga card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had the Gengar VMAX in here, which was SR by So-So, which I'm a huge fan of So-So's artwork. So for me, this was like, wow. First of all, you don't know if you're going to get it, so it's a chase. I think it was fairly common. I think it was like 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 decks, or 1 in 6 even.
Something like that. Maybe 1 or 2 per case, probably.
Yeah, sure. Probably a couple per case. But yeah, it wasn't that difficult to find, but... Yeah. It was definitely like, probably in a handful, half a dozen.
You still had to open a 3,000 yen deck. So if you are not Japanese, this is quite a bad opening for you, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah. Most of the people wouldn't have taken the gamble. And like me, I picked up the single, picked up a couple of decks anyway, just because I like the deck. And it's some nice artwork. There's an Yveltal in there, which was really nice. Artwork wise, and I think there's a Houndoom in there, which is quite nice. I can't remember, which is unique to the deck.
All mirror foil.
Mirror foil deck, really nice. So for me that was a great product. I thought it was great that they did a high class deck.
Yeah,
super playable, very nice deck.
Very
premium quality finish. And you had the chase element as well, with the SR. They did the Inteleon deck as well, but obviously for me the Gengar was above and beyond. Exactly what I was after.
And it was at the time, so it had not was not commissioned for any special art at the time.
Yeah, I mean the most So had done was the Pikachu Holo in the Pika Pika packs. Other than that, all So-So's cards had been up till then, I think, were
regulars,
commons and uncommons. Ludicolo Holo was just in EV Heroes, I think. That was that was the first Holo in a set, but no Vs, no VMAXs, no special arts. So that was the first SR that So-So had ever done.
And it was funny because at the time, I think So-So was commissioned for, Pokemon Go wallpaper. I'm not sure which one, which contained all the evolutions in there.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, maybe, hopefully, So-So will get their first special art. And
at the same time that set came out, obviously there's Espeon special art as well that So-So did. Correct. The Espeon V. So 2. I was like, wow, got 2
out of nowhere.
So I was very, very happy with that. So loved that. My 5th choice was Shiny Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus special deck set.
Yeah.
I think for those of people who were sort of collecting all the shiny cards, Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta hadn't come out in the game yet, so they weren't in Shiny Star V. So they were distributed in the game via codes in Japan, and then this set came out as well. I think it was a nice end to the Sword and Shield game era as such in the franchise. So to release this at the end of the year was a nice deck. I think it's about 5,500 yen.
Something like that.
Yeah, so not totally expensive, but not the cheapest either.
Yeah.
But you are getting 2 shiny cards in there, that was my 5th choice. Your 5th choice was the trainer collection, Nessa, Leon, and Raihan.
Yeah, just look at the artwork. It speaks for itself. A lot of mainstream attention as well. For those same reasons, again, and the price point as well. If you could get it at MSRP, I think these were like 1,500 yen. Stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's the same with the VMAX special set from EV Heroes, underpriced.
Yeah, 100%. And I think they just didn't make enough of these. They should have made more.
Yeah, they should have done more, indeed.
They would have sold bucket loads.
Hot cakes. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've got a few honourable mentions. Yours is obviously the Eternatus Zacian Zamazenta deck that I just mentioned. You also got the 25th Golden Box, 25th Anniversary Golden Box. Reason for that one?
Again, the products in there, the merchandise, very nice stuff. They are similar to the limited collection Master Battle set from 2019 with a lot of Friends promo in there. And I use these, not the sleeves, but I use the playmat, the case, the deck box, and these are made very nice. The deck box contains a special dice case in there, which fit perfectly into the deck box, alongside your deck cards. Yeah. So a very well thought out product. The only downside is, it is not my taste. The design, it is too golden. Yeah, the promos.
That's the reason why I never picked this, is because one, the promos don't look so tasteful, and the color choice wasn't great. Had they chosen a different color, even if it was like a gray, a gunmetal or something, or even a maroon or a red, I could have gone with that. But this gold, it's for the Western market, for me, it's quite a tacky looking product to be going to play with.
I would have never opened it if I managed to obtain it at MSRP. The funny thing is, right now it is the releasing the lotteries, and it is close to MSRP. So maybe I'll pick one up. But that is very funny. I think a lot of people thought they could ask triple MSRP for it, which they haven't. They could have, but it won't sell for that price right now. And that is very funny.
It is, absolutely, because it's not one of those things that's going to be wanted by the international market. They want products with good promos in them that, and these promos are great for playability. Where you got a Pikachu in there. And then was it a Great Ball or a
Pokeball? That is not playable.
Pokeball, which is not playable, actually. So, the promos aren't great. But cool. And then you put V-Union boxes. Box.
For the same reason as the English one. Except
fantastic value.
Very nice price. Nice promos in there. Nicely packaged as well.
It was very nice, compact, nice package. I got all three of them. Very happy with those. Really, really cool. My honourable mentions were the Unigaba promo, which was a promo card, just simply very, very simple Pikachu drawn in black and white. And you got it for spending 1,500 yen at the Pokemon Center Japan online.
Amazing. Correct.
It was so popular, and they had such a large amount of them that they literally cleared their warehouse of everything, because it wasn't limited to trading card game products. Because of the fact there was a trading card game product shortage in Japan, Pokemon Center Japan allowed you to buy anything on their website, and for every 1,500 yen purchase, you would get one of these promos. So people were buying everything and anything, and they literally cleared out the Pokemon Center online. When I say cleared out, if you went on there a week after this promo came out, there was nothing in stock. Literally, from several hundred products, you've gone down to a couple of dozen products. It was unheard of, insane. It's a good way to do almost like a Black Friday sale of just clearing all your old stock out. It was a great way for them to clear all that. And then the next one is the Starter Deck 100 for me. Recent product, just come out. Again, it's more for a player's point of view. If you want to play a sealed tournament with these, fantastic. And again, they've got the chase element in there as well. You can get some mirror foil decks. From my understanding, I think one of our friends, Pokemon Promos, opened a case of them. I think there's 10 boxes in a sealed case. You're guaranteed one mirror foil deck from what he got. I think it was one mirror foil deck, one deck with some mirror foil cards in it, and then one deck with at least a special super rare in it. And then obviously there was a chase deck, which is deck 101, which we're naming the God deck, which came with the super rare Marnie's Pride. Barry super rare.
All 3 gold cards.
All 3 of the gold cards as well. That was stunning.
Gold cards are Glenn, Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos.
So the Galarian legendary birds. And then there were other decks, obviously, which were mirror foil, which came with the Pikachu, SR and Gramble.
Zamazenta.
And Zamazenta, yeah. So, there is a chase element to those as well. But for me, for like 800 yen deck,
Stunning product.
fantastic value.
If you live in Japan.
If you live in Japan, boom, two of you go to the counter, buy one each, sit down at a playing table, have a few drinks, play with a seal deck tournament. It's not about who's got the best deck. It's about randomly, you're given a deck, you got to learn the mechanics and play with it. It's a bit like a pre-released.
Pokemon Company know what they're doing. They are promoting, by the way, the Core magazine, which is releasing next year in January, something like that, February. Yeah, they are releasing a special Coro themed deck with exclusive Pikachu V and EV artwork. There are also exclusive Dubwool and Wooloo Pro cards in there in the deck. If I'm mistaken, they are all mirror foil, the whole deck. And besides that, they are releasing a separate Pikachu V Max promo, which is by Akira Egawa, also to promote the Star Deck 100. These are meant to be promoted heavily in Japan. They also sponsored a 2 million subscriber channel in Japan to play Start the Deck 100 essentially before release. They know what they're doing. They have a success product in their hands.
100%. Yeah, definitely. And it was one of these products that came out like a week after VMAX Climax.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks.
A couple of weeks after, but still, boom, it's really taken off, really, really. You can't get them anywhere. They're sold out pretty much all sites constantly. And when they do come in stock, they're sold double or triple MSRP. There are some places that are restocking it. Pokemon Center Japan once in a while. Amazon do get them in stock for MSRP, but they go within minutes. So you got to be lucky to grab them. And it's one per customer, I think, on Pokemon Center Japan.
Yeah, Pokemon Center, one per customer limit.
Yeah. So, right, we'll move on to the best final thing that we're going to cover today, our best Pokemon TCG related merchandise.
Essentially, we've covered that.
We've covered it. Yeah, we have, haven't we? You covered it. Yeah, the display frames. If you can get them.
Yeah, perfect. I think this is the best product of the last 5 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Since this is, you want to display your cards the official way. This is the way to officially display your cards. It is Pokemon card game branded. This is like tournament stuff. Tournament promos, trophy cards are somewhat shown in these displays. You couldn't get them anywhere else as a consumer. Now you can.
Yeah.
Stunning product.
Definitely. Without a doubt. I've got a couple of other things that, potentially merchandise-wise were great. The Pokemon signed trainer folders and promo collection, which you already mentioned as well. Again, for the same reasons. And I picked the 25th anniversary wooden deck box as well. Now, I have not seen one in real life. I have got one ordered. I don't know actually if they've been released yet or not. I did put this as 2021 because they were supposed to have been released. I think there's a delay in Europe. I don't know if North America's got them yet or not.
I have not seen them.
I've not seen them in the wild, and I've not seen videos anywhere for them. I've only seen pictures of it. But it's basically a solid wood, dark wood deck box, which holds a deck and has a separate compartment that folds out for your die as well. Again, I'm speculating on this one because no reviews out there yet. The quality could be quite bad considering what it is for what price it is, the price point. So that's a speculative, merchandise product.
Yeah, the closest thing we got to a review, which is an older review from Tolarian Community College, which is, by the way, a very nice channel for reviewing TCG merchandise. Let me check. Ultra Pro Arc Deck Box, which was $60 MSRP in 2016. That's the closest thing to this product, and it was not good. It got a huge fail as a score from Tolarian Community College. So I'm quite concerned if they will improve this product. We will see.
That product, I have to say, was quite different from this current one. This current one is based on, they've done a Heiko series, which has already been released earlier this year, which had iconic etched laser engraved designs of iconic Japanese artwork on them. and reading some of the reviews on Amazon and places like that, people were quite impressed with those. But again, that's individuals' perception, not professional review. Somebody like Solarian Community College, I'd probably wait for him to review it before I'd
for that price point, I'm highly skeptical. Wood is expensive. Real wood. They mentioned premium wood. I don't believe it until I've seen it. If I'm very honest, actual proper wood is not the best material to work with. It requires actual labor, craftsmanship, and this is kind of stuff you can't just produce in China and expect high quality. That is very difficult. So I'm very skeptical. I hope it's the best product out there.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Well,
I got one on order, so what we'll do when I get one, I'll do a video review and let you guys know honestly what I think of it. But definitely. So these are without a doubt. These frames are our big hit of the 100%. Year. Definitely worth getting as far as merchandise is concerned. Well, I think that about sums up our podcast for today.
For this year.
So what we want to do is thank all of you who've listened to us, whatever format you've listened to us or viewed us on YouTube as well. The podcasts have evolved this year incredibly. We've gone from simply having an audio podcast to having the video podcast, to having our multiple formats, many different podcast streaming services. So we're trying to get out to as many people as possible, so you can enjoy it in your own time, in your own leisure. Listen to what we have to say about the news coming out of Pokemon TCG. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage over the year. I've certainly enjoyed spending time with Zakariya on a regular basis. We sit down, separate countries we're doing this podcast through. It's evolved over the last year and a half. We hope you've really enjoyed it. I mean, personally, I'm very grateful Zakariya's invited me to be part of this.
No problem.
And it's definitely a highlight in my month in my calendar whenever we do one of these podcasts. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Zakariya, do you want to say some words as well?
Thank you for the kind words, everyone. Indeed, for supporting the site in general, the podcast. There's some nice feedback on there. Again, don't hesitate if you have any questions. We might do a quick Q&A, a question and answer podcast episode. I will do a separate post to have a form on there so you can submit your questions. But that's about it. Thank you, Taj, for being an awesome host. And thank you for all the guests, by the way, that joined this podcast. And we will see you next year.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much. See you next year. Bye.
Goodbye.